उड़ेगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा, ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
So, all right. Hello and very good evening to you all. It's a warm welcome to an exclusive business opportunity webinar for independent franchise consultant presented by the world's largest franchising solution organization called Franchise India. We are all here to present you the opportunity which we are talking about today. But our set of discussions will be in the three sets, talking about franchising as an industry. How big is this opportunity? How big is the opportunity for people who are looking for a consulting business role, adopting as a career. And secondly, we are also talk about the Franchise India Group, the successful and a glorious journey of over last 25 years, how it has become a household buzzword and how we have become a familiar and changed the dimensions of a life of many people in terms of the investors who are looking for a business opportunity. And third, of course, we are going to talk about independent franchise consultant as a business opportunity, what we have today in our sessions for the next 1 hour. Once again, very good evening. My name is Arup Sarkar, and I am accompanied with a gentleman called Mr. Sanjay Bhatt, who is the CEO and director of the company called Franchise India Consultant Private Limited, which is a full-fledged under Franchise India Group. Of course, yes, along with me, my colleague is there, Anurag Shah. But of course, above all, I am very honored to have our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, who is there, who is heading Franchise India Brands Limited under Franchise India Group. And of course, yes, I'm very highly honored that we have a gentleman with us who is the creator and and architect of this industry here in India and overseas market as a franchising, Mr. Gaurav Maria, the founder and the chairman of this group. So we are going to discuss what opportunities there, followed by our presentation, of course. But before that, before inviting Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Bhatt to set the perspective and the agenda and going forward how the session will be like. Over to you, Sanjay. Welcome everyone, sir, in the panelist link.
Thank you, Arup. Thank you very much. So we warmly welcome each and everyone. Very good evening. My name is Sanjay. Thank you very much for joining in today's webinar, which is a special webinar for all of us. We are talking about independent franchise consultants. So independent franchise consultant is a specialist. How to start your own business, and Franchise India is a ready platform for how to start your own business platform. So independent franchise consultants, we have already 97 cities network today. We are looking further for few who have passion, who are very passionate about consulting business, about helping others to get them into business. So last 25 years, the journey which we are in. Now, if you see country like India, if we have 10,000 franchise consultants across, even still then we will not be able to service this nation. So that's what our mission is, that we are looking forward for specialists who can become part of Franchise India as a partner, as an independent franchise consultant partner in your own city and across. You'll also help others also to get them into business. Because believe me, there is none outside Franchise India who would really help someone to get them into business. So in that mission, we have today, as Arup has already introduced, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is the Managing Director at Franchise India Group. And we have Chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, also joined us. But before that, as we discussed, we will be also having presentation to run today. which will give you a complete understanding about this business model, financials, and how rewarding it is for you. What is your payout and financials involved into this? That we will also drive as a presentation. So before that, we would like to invite our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria. He's traveling, but he has given us some time to address this and to set the perspective. Then we will take it up further. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and thank you, Arup. Welcome, friends. Welcome to a very, very special webinar from Franchise India called Independent Franchise Consultant. This is our great program. Franchise India has been in operations for the last 25 years, and this program is very, very special for us, and especially special for me because I feel that we are building a community. We're building a community of great consultants who would essentially help not only just independent entrepreneurs who are looking to start a business, but help our economy at large. Because if you really look at a country like India, what we really need is micro entrepreneurship. We really need people to start their own business, create more jobs, and add to the wealth of this country. And that can only be possible if we have senior consultants, people who have ability to guide people in terms of what opportunities or businesses they can do. And that's what my journey. I started my same journey about 25 years back when I was very excited that this is a career I want to really adopt. And this is not just my own career. Now we have built a phenomenal organization with 1,200 people in India, with 95 cities coverage, and also operations in Dubai. We have operations in Singapore. We have operations in many other markets in the world. And we want to do this not only in India, but globally. But India is a main market for us, and we feel that is a market where it would see the maximum action. We really want to contribute in building entrepreneurship in this country. Rather, the dream for last 25 years, the dream was really helping people to get into business and advise them with different opportunities. But the next 25 years, the mission is even more bigger. Mission is really to democratize entrepreneurship, which means that not only people who have money to invest, even if you are willing to start your entrepreneurial journey, we can help you in terms of starting that. But that's not easy. It needs a lot of contribution, and that's why we are here. We're inviting like-minded partners who would join us as an independent franchise consultant and work with Franchise India to help entrepreneurs find their dream business opportunity. Why Franchise India? Franchise India was started as a company which was a platform for three things very, very clearly. One, helping people who wanted to invest. Anybody who wants to invest into any running business or a startup or a new business can come to Franchise India. So that's one part of our business. Second part is scaling opportunities, which means any business opportunity which wants to scale and looks at franchising as a option, Franchise India can help. And third is if you are looking to exit your business. There are a lot of people who are running businesses for reasons they don't want to continue. They don't have any member in the family to really take over them, or they don't have willingness to do it, or they're not performing. Various reasons are there where you don't want to continue with the business. You can find an exit. So we have three platforms: investment, scaling, and exit. And all these three, we are market leaders by far. So friends, this is a very, very special opportunity. I will now pass it on to Sonia, who's been with the group for many, many years. I mean, she's been leading the business for the last 2 decades. Equally, Sanjay Bhatt, he's been a very senior colleague. So both of them would really take you through the whole opportunity. Sonia would really give you the journey of Franchise India, how Franchise India really started, what we're doing, what is our mission, what kind of brands we represent, and how we help our IFC partners, what kind of organizational capabilities we have. And then Sanjay will move into getting into giving you a little more detail on how this whole program of independent franchise consultant work, which means that, as he said, what kind of payout you get, what kind of support you get, what kind of training and capability we help you to build. So friends, thank you very much for joining in, and we look forward for some of you to join our journey and our mission. Our mission is very special and it's very rewarding. So friends, also ask as many questions you have. Use the Q&A box. There is a Q&A box there. Ask as many questions you have. Maybe I'll start with one question I'd like to start asking, and then subsequently I'd pass it on to Sonia. So introduce yourself. If you're a professional, which means that you're working somewhere, write P. If you are a business owner, which means that you're running your own business, write B. If you're a management consultant, which means that you do some kind of consulting, you can be even a training professional, you can be a management consultant, any form of consulting, coaching, training business you do, right? MC, management consultant. And if you are in a career change, which means that you're now looking for a new career, write C. Very simple. 4 options, write P for professionals, write B for business owners, write MC for management consultant, and write C for career change. If you're looking for a new career, just go out and write in the Q&A box, and we will know where you're coming from. And also Arup has sent on the WhatsApp group. So let me see who starts. So Mohit is a business owner. Welcome, Mohit. And then we have Suresh, who's also a business owner. There were a lot of business owners join. And actually, business owners are great for being a consultant because they've done it. They know what works, what doesn't work. And then we have Pushkar, who's looking for a career change. Pushkar, welcome. Actually, if you really ask me, Pushkar, the best time in life is when you're looking for a career change. You can make the right choice. Otherwise, we are in some kind of a flow, and we don't want to break that. So when you get a chance, this is your chance. You really have to enjoy it. You want to really see what you want to do now next in your life. So Himanshu is also in a career change. Gaurav is also in a career change. Krishna also is looking for an opportunity to now the next big opportunity of life. And Mohit is a professional. Kalpesh is an IT professional. IT professional are also very good in our business because they're very analytic. They have, because consulting is by nature is a combination of 2 things. A lot of people think that consultants are great strategy guys. Actually, no. Consultants have one great capability of being diagnostic. So they have ability to see the gap and understand where the problem is. And second is actually you will be surprised. A lot of people ask me what is a great consultant is. And it's not somebody who has all the solutions, but has somebody who has all the right questions. So if you are a combination of these 2, which means that you have a very strong diagnostic capability, and second side, you are somebody who has always the right questions to ask, you will always be a great consultant. So then we have Pushkar, who's from West Bengal. West Bengal, we have our colleague Anurag, who's joined from there. So he will be in touch with you. And Rishabh is a management consultant. So Rishabh would agree with me what I'm talking about because he's already a management consultant. So great. I think there are a lot of people who are joining. Some are shying away not to really write the feedback. I will say, go out and write on the Q&A box, share as much you can. And more you share, more you ask questions, it's not only to only help you, but a lot of others who've joined in on this webinar. So I'll pass it on to Sonia. And Sonia, if you can go through and give a journey, because you've seen it all for last 20 odd years in terms of when we started, we had very few clients and very few entire thing. And now this whole digital environment where people can really explore right opportunities and they can find opportunities. And you've seen in last 3 years, especially in the COVID, we had millions of people who joined our webinars and who joined the entire things. This whole thing is very different now. I remember when we did our show, and which Sanjay was also part of it, getting 300, 400 people in a room was very difficult, and now we do every day a webinar, every single day at 12 o'clock a webinar, and 300, 400, 500 people join in. So we are living in a world which is very connected now. And so entrepreneurship is all about really exploring opportunities, spreading opportunities, and so on and so forth. This is the best time we can have. And Franchise India is very excited about that. Over to you, so to sharing your thoughts and leading from there.
Thank you. And friends, a very good evening to all of you. I see a lot of our friends who have joined in today, and I see also a lot of relevant profiles who have joined in. And I also see diversity in terms of the locations, that you come from with your names. But if you can also mention your location, friends, would be very, very relevant. Today, like Sanjay mentioned, we have a network and our strength and a big distribution today in the country, which is more than 96 cities we have our presence. So some cities we still have maybe a little less presence, and these are underserved market, and we would have more opportunity in these locations. So if you can even put your cities, would be a great start. So friends, I'll start with giving a little perspective about our company Franchise India, and this opportunity is about how we can partner with each other. It's not about how you can partner with Franchise India, but about how both of us find the right fitment with each other. And giving you a little background on our company, we started our business nearly 2.5 decades back. And that was a time where we felt, in a country like India, where we have advisors of all types, be brokerage for a real estate, business, stock investments, education, you would find a lot of people who would come and advise you, right? And but for a very big need in a country like India, and we call India very fondly as a shopkeeper nation, because every home has an aspiration, or there's somebody in every home who has an aspiration of starting a business at some point of time, in their life. And with a need which is as big as that, or I would say a latent need like that, we realized there was a very big, gap in the market. And that's when we started our company, Franchise India. We started working with, on one side, maybe entrepreneurs or investors, as we say, or prospective business buyers who wanted to start a business on one side. On the other side, we also started working with companies perhaps who wanted to expand. And now when I look back and see, our entire community has become very, very big, right? So we started our company, one big fundamental, which, Gaurav also mentioned, which is democratization of entrepreneurship, which means entrepreneurship should be accessible for everyone. There was a time when there was a very small community who wanted to get into business, and this was, a community which had businessmen, and their future generations were all from the business, but somebody who worked, had a job, would always look for a job. But the entire, franchising ecosystem has made entrepreneurship, I would say, very, very inclusive. So we are an investor-centric company, a franchise-focused company, where the fundamental was very, very clear that we wanted to make every Indian self-reliant. Right. And we also realized when we started that we wanted to have an ecosystem that could help us reach out to all the stakeholders. And that's when we started with a very big, I would say, media infrastructure, where today we run about 3 magazines, including Entrepreneur, which is the world's top, 3 magazines, B2B magazines. We have a magazine called Franchising World, which is again the oldest B2B magazine in the country. We started this magazine 25 years back when we started our company. We also do the biggest franchise exhibitions in India and in the world, where our show, which happens in Delhi every year, is perhaps the biggest show which can be done in any part of the world. So which gets about 40,000 people who come with an aspiration of buying a business. More than 600 companies come and participate in this event. So, and that's what, we still do. And that is today a very big platform through which I would say discovery happens, where investors or business buyers can discover a lot of opportunities on one side, and on the other, even companies can reach out to potential business buyers. And the second part of a group company, I would say, is more consulting side of the business, because when we started the business, we also realized while there were a lot of big companies that were already into franchising, like Aptech, NIT, they were big time into franchising, even companies like Eurokid, Zeek. And we also knew that, if this industry has to become big, then we also have to bring in a lot of inventory. And there was an aspiration, with a lot of companies who wanted, who saw these brands as, I would say, examples or benchmarks of success, and they wanted to become maybe one of them. And that's when we also started working with a lot of startups. And if you see a lot of companies today, when we name even companies like Ferns and Peters, Natural, all these companies, when we started working with them, they were not as big names, as we know them today. So our specialization all throughout has been working with a lot of startup companies. Having said that, our company has worked with all blue chip companies today, unicorns, D2C companies. Anybody and everybody perhaps who's looking at any kind of scale or expansion would be, a part of our some communication or some business that we currently do. Maybe they're participating in the exhibition, or they're taking consulting advice from our teams to get into maybe a franchising and become franchise ready. And then the third part of a company where we also now, I would say, and this is where we felt there was a very, very big need, because with all said and done, and that ecosystem that we created over the years, we also had built a very big aspiration, like I said, people wanting to buy business and companies then wanting to expand, right? And we felt we could, apart from just being a discovery platform where people could interact, how can we become a part of that journey of maybe scale when it comes to companies wanting to expand? And on the other side, how we can work with maybe a business buyer who needed some advice, before he wanted to get into a business. So we had a lot of people, in fact, who came to us and said, please advise us what businesses are right. Similarly, a lot of companies who were expanding even reached out to us, and they knew that, we had a big distribution, and we could work with them. And I remember when we started our transaction company, where we worked with investors and brands and advising them, we were very selective about companies that we wanted to bring on board. And we went obviously to the companies, which were companies, which were credible companies in the system for long. And we created a list of these companies we wanted to work with. And almost every company that we wanted to come on board came on board, because one, pretty much they wanted to expand. And also they were associated with our media. They knew what our company did. And we were able to do, and bring a lot of success with these brands, because these were also the companies which a lot of our investor group, felt were aspirational and wanted to maybe become a franchisee of. So that's how our business of brokerage started to set up. And when we started setting up our business of brokerage, we also realized this is something which is very hyper local, which means we need to have a lot of capabilities at the local level for servicing. So while a lot of business, that we do required a lot of local expertise, be it demographics, be it the location. So some things we kept very centralized, which I would say discovery, maybe, consolidation of brands today that we work with. But servicing is something that we realize that we have to maybe decentralize and bring in a lot of local expertise to maybe help a local business buyer get into the business. So that's how we started our business. And today also, as we continue to grow and with a big need today with our current presence, our direct teams are, partners, IFC partners spread all across. I still feel there is still, a very big market out there, which still, can be reached out, and we feel there's a big opportunity out there. And that's when, we started strengthening our channel structure. So as a franchise consultant, friends, I would also like to add that we all carry a very big responsibility in helping a potential business buyer make a right decision or informed decision of buying a business. And we sometimes also realize that it might be difficult to bring in, accuracy, because we need a lot of understanding on the choice of brand, the industry, the ROIs, and all that is something which, for a layman or a first-time business buyer looks very, very complex. So at Franchise India, we have, in fact, laid down a complete structure, and we take a very holistic approach. And that's how we even train our partners on how do we advise and consult maybe a prospective business buyer on an opportunity, which is including a lot of things like an ROI, how the industry is growing. And most importantly, I feel anybody wants to start a business, and I'm sure some of you are already in the business or wanting to start one. The biggest fear in everybody's mind is, what if my investment does not do well? So there's a big, risk fear in everybody's mind. That's what we also train our consultants. How do we help maybe a prospective business buyer reduce this risk and investment and take a non-biased approach in helping business buyer take a decision. So all these years, friends, our platform of Franchise India has worked with companies and brands where an investor can research opportunities. At the same time, we have a team which also advises and evaluate what opportunities are right for them. And also a platform which advises, apart from advising and maybe discovery, they also learn from the industry experts. And education is something that we felt was very, very important to being a catalyst in the system. And as I speak, while millions of investors would have benefited from various, services that we offer at the group level, but nearly 1 lakh investors took and actually bought guided solutions from us, from our teams, our advisors, where we actually worked with them and we handheld them through the entire process of buying a business. So that's what we do, friends, at the group level. And since we feel the opportunity is very, very big, we need more hands, so who could rather work with us to help us expand and work at the regional level and maybe a city level. And today, when we talk about the opportunity at large, I said, today every home would have at least one person who wants to or has an aspiration of starting a business. Now, if you look at the startup ecosystem, and the world is talking about startup, India is talking about startup. Today, we have tier 2 and tier 3 cities where nearly 49% of startups are coming out of. And this is also a big opportunity for franchising. Because large cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, while I don't say that people don't take franchising in these cities, and people do take, but smaller cities don't have high paying jobs, right? So franchising comes as a very big rescue for people who want to maybe run a business for themselves, or maybe earn a bit more than what maybe a regular job in a smaller city would do. And hence our requirement becomes even more important, I would say, or services become even more relevant in cities like these. So I'll give you a little perspective, friends, on franchising at large, and then I will invite my colleague Sanjay, who will take you through the entire opportunity. And so when I talk about franchising, overall, we've always maintained franchising is a very, very big impact market. So when we say it's a very big impact market, we mean that it is touching everything that we are consuming as individuals. So as an individual, we consume a lot of things every day. These products, from services to product, we consume everything, and everything is coming from a franchise outlet, right? So be it education, be it service delivery, be it quick commerce like Zepto, Blinkit, all these companies, be a pharmacy store, a preschool, or a salon that we're going out to. All the services and products today which are being consumed, they're all coming from a organized sector and a franchise business. And globally, this is a very, very big industry. In system sales, globally, the market size is almost about $4.5 trillion. And which is very big, I would say, in terms of the industry, and bigger than what the Indian GDP is. And India also has seen the last 10 to 12 years a very big, growth in terms of franchising. And we are proud to say India, after America, is the second largest franchise market. And today we are a size of nearly 120 billion USD. And having said that, it is growing year on year. And one big, section which is coming into entrepreneurship are people who have never done business. This community is almost about 40% today who are buying business for the first time ever in their life. And because we also feel, when we talk about entrepreneurship, one may look at many opportunities, but franchising comes as an opportunity which is also coming with a safety net of a franchise model, brings in a lot of SOPs, processes, and systems in place, which a franchisee can ride on and kind of de-risk, the investment that he does. So that's what, friends, we do. So when I talk about, how we can partner and why we need, apart from our own current distribution that we have, I feel today we need a bigger ecosystem, a bigger distribution, or I would say a deeper distribution. And a couple of things which I feel maybe a IFC partner or a consultant or a channel partner can bring in is most, which is very important for us, is talent. Today, all my partners who work with us are people who come with experience of more than 15 years in the relevant domain. So one, it brings in talent. If you were to go and hire the talent in the locations we want to, perhaps, that is something which would not come very easy to us. And this also brings in a lot of inclusivity, because every partner of ours, they come with different domains, specialization and expertise, which really helps our investor community on the ground. Second, I would also say ownership, which is the entire premise of franchising. And a very big reason why franchising was done and started, because ownership was missing when company was operating these outlets, and there were people who were hired to run and operate. So ownership is one big reason. We feel that when we have a local partner in the city, he brings in a lot of ownership on the entire business. And at the same time, there's a power of common, ownership, while the brand that we own, but you become our custodians of that brand in the city. And third, I would also say integrity, which is very, very important in a business like ours, because end of the day, we are telling somebody to put their entire investment in a business, which could be his entire, years, maybe life saving that he does. And all our partners are people who are respected in their city, and they would never advise anyone on buying something which they themselves not feel, very confident about. So I would say these are three, important things which make, our partner choice or I would say requirement, more important. And lastly is also time. In a business like ours, while if you look at many options or opportunities to invest, even if you look at a small chai outlet you want to open, you would not get anything in the market for less than 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs today. So while this business of becoming a IFC partner might not be a very high on investment, but something which is very, very important for you to qualify as a partner is the time that you bring in the business. So we would definitely need partners who bring in a lot of time, because unlike other businesses which can be calculated on return on the investment, this return on the investment in our case is a very different phenomena, where you can get return on proportionately to the time that you bring in. So with that, I will request, my colleague Sanjay to kindly take over. We'll take you through a small presentation on the opportunity, and I'll request friends be interactive, ask your questions, and we'll answer every question that we can in the time that we have.
Thank you very much, Sunil ma'am, for your setting up this perspective, your time, your availability today. Friends, yes, this is a different business altogether, wherein we are talking about return on investment. It is return on involvement. So our business is return on involvement. More you are involved, more you get the reward. And that's how we have built the structure, wherein we have given you, journey, wherein you can go from one stage to next stage. The next stage is another stage, because every partner who joins us is unique. Someone is bringing in more time, so he grows faster. Someone is bringing in less time, is not growing as compared to the other. So that's how we have a complete understanding on this business, since we have authority on franchise business for the last 25 years. And as we discussed, there is none outside Franchise India who really look forward and helping investors on one side, brands on other side to grow. We are into three parameters, as we have discussed earlier. We are talking about investments. So we help investors, even though if it is as low as 5 lakh, or it is 5 crore or 500 crore, we help them, we guide them, we handhold them. Because every investor who brings in some investment is at risk every time. When you are ready to invest in any of the company, you have no idea, no understanding where to invest, which company to invest, and which business is having a fitment as per your requirement. So as per your requirement, we are talking about what is your profile, who is going to run this business, which market you are from, and what is not there in that market, what can we grow faster, and which business is suitable for your market, and of course, as per your investment bracket also. So Franchise India Advisory Company, what we do, we help these investors to understand what is their requirement actually. Then we do the fitment. Then we bring the suitable business opportunity which fits in as per their requirement. As I said, it's a series of actions. It's a series of activities. It's not easy to go and invest in any of the company. It's a series. So first is information series. So what we do is we share information with our investors who are coming to us, our IFC partners, independent franchise consultants, and other colleagues of Franchise India team who are into sales, who are into deal making business, who are deal makers. We are super connectors. So what we do, we understand investors' requirement. So first is investment, how much invest he want to do, how much business investment he want to do. Second is which market he is coming up, and then who has to run that business. So we really go out and start these 5 parameters. We work with them very closely, understand where from they are coming and what is the best business they should start with. What we do is we share information about the industry, information about the brands, information about the categories what we have, and then we evaluate the opportunity. Evaluation would mean, because we have 16,000 brands registered on franchiseindia.com, which is our official website. But if you'll see, you are as an investor not for all these 16,000, and these 16,000 brands are not for you. So we have more than 1,000 brands out of these who have given us mandate, who are contractually binded with us. Agreement is there with them, and there's an exclusive agreement that only Franchise India would be helping you to build the franchise network, which includes Reliance, Adani's, Tata, Bata, you call it as Dabur, any brand, any category you name, who are into franchise, we get that opportunity for our investment. So we do a complete evaluation for the investors, and then it's a complete 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. Sometimes it takes to get a deal closed, but it is very, very important to save him through the risk factor which is involved into business. So graph goes from bottom to top when you go directly and interact with any business and want to invest direct. Then graph goes top to bottom when Franchise India comes in between and helping you to structuring, evaluating a right opportunity for you. So friends, what we are bringing in, what we are offering you. So I'll explain you with a word which is tablet. T stands for technology. So what we give you technology, we create an CRM, we give you a CRM access, wherein you have a domain from Franchise India email address with you, and you share all your communication, your mails, everything through Franchise India email address with all your investors or the brands as well. And also you can use our infrastructure, which is A stands for access to Franchise India infrastructure. Would mean you can use our offices. Right now, I was getting message that somebody is from Pune. So we have our office in Pune. We have our partners in Pune. So it's in World Trade Center, company-owned office. You have all the access to go use the office, do the meetings throughout the day. And our team is also there who would always help you, guide you in terms of closing the business. So across India, we have offices where you can use our office. So B stands for brands. We are having, as I said, day one, the day you come, you are joining us, you will get a list of 1,000 brands, which is available for all our partners. But we also help you in terms of selection of brands where you work for. We create a portfolio for you, which is as per your profile, as per your location, and as per your interest also. But otherwise, all brands are accessible for you. Out of this list, which is with us, we also are going out, especially for an investor who is registered with us, to bring in any other opportunity if there is any interest for any other brand, any investor, because there are a lot of investors, they are actually made their mind that I want to invest in this business, I want to start franchisee of this brand. We'll go all out and bring that opportunity for that investor. L stands for leads. So we have minimum 50 leads which are giving every month in your CRM. These are investor leads who are looking forward to start a new business, but they have no idea where to invest. They have no idea how to approach, and they have no idea about the business model, financial model, and how to start. So what we do is we come in between, we help them to get registered with us, and then we assign them a consultant who would take this journey further, would help them to understand, and then get a right opportunity for them. Extra leads which we have written, trust me, Franchise India is last 2.5 years. Our chairman, Kurtzi, he has actually said that there is no penny, even single penny also my IFC partners should invest in terms of new lead generation. But earlier, before that, we were charging for leads, but there is no investment from your side in terms of building yourself as a brand and building your structure, building your market, and creating new leads or generating new leads, market awareness. Everything will be done by Franchise India. There's no investment in this regard. E stands for events. Franchise India is an event company, exhibition company. Every month, around 25 to 30 events, which are physically, we do. All events are open and accessible to all our IFC partners. What if I can give an example? For example, on 12th, we are having a show, which is a business meet. We call it as Mega Front Match, wherein we invite brands from Franchise India side who are there looking forward for expansion in Mumbai region or Maharashtra. We invite them, and also we invite investors who are looking forward to start new business. We also invite them. And then our IFC partners who are there in the city would be part of this show. Now, if you talk about marketing, if you talk about this lead generation, brands to invite, everything will be doing by Franchise India. So all my IFC partners will be part of the show. The business which is happening on that day will go to my IFC partner. And Franchise India team is also there to help you, to support you, how to structure and how to get this deal closed. But the best part is all the brands who are with us are ready, are available to help us to close that deal, because they are giving the complete presentation of the brand, and my IFC partner who is in between helping and would do follow-up, and this business will go to his kitty, his in account. So would mean you are having complete access to this event, but with no investment. So Franchise India would do all the hotel bookings, marketing, lead generation, awareness, branding, inviting brands, inviting investors also, but you have no cost. It is all done by Franchise India. So T stands for training, which is very important. Every month we have 3 days wherein we invite our IFC partners. After they come on board, there is a selection process, but once you are done, you are on board, you will come to Delhi corporate office. We have 3 days extensive training program, which is being designed in a way wherein you are there in corporate office, and one special day would be done by our chairman himself, and it will be great opportunity to meet him, to take training full day from him. And rest 2 days we are also having product wise, also leader wise. So we have a lot of verticals, so there are a lot of leaders across. They will give you information and understanding about their verticals, how it is happening. So within Franchise India Group, we have many companies, we have businesses, we have some international brands also with us. How we get them on board, it will be completely giving you understanding, because we are not working with only investors, we are working with brands. So we have national brands, we have international brands also. We have international brands who are looking forward for expansion in India. So who would help them? There is none outside Franchise India. There's a Front Global, one of our international vertical, international arm of our business. They help to get the network done in India. Just for example, long back, we have got Pizza Hut and Domino's Pizza in India. But as of now, they do not offer franchise. So they have now stopped franchising because it's all over. Now, what is that in any case, anyone who is looking forward for a global brand in pizza business? So what we have done, we have got a new brand, which is which is Figaro Pizza, which is again out of US based, but they are not in India. So Franchise India had taken this initiative. We have invested in that brand to take a complete master rights for India, and now we are having Figaro Pizza also to be expanded in India. We have already done in 3 cities master franchises for Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Delhi. Now soon you will see Figaro Pizza outlets across, which is also going to be opened by us. So because that's what our core business is, to expand the brands. So we are helping now getting investors also to invest in a unit franchise or a master rights for a state or a city will also be there. So as of now, you have not seen Figaro because Figaro was not in India. Now Franchise India have got this in India. We are already having masters, which is Hyderabad closed, Mumbai. You will see very soon operationally these outlets are open, and then further we are opening more franchises under them and other cities across. That's how this international vertical helps international brands to expand in India. So that's our another vertical, which is Front Global. So likewise, if we talk about how we do it, so we are inviting these brands also in the event, and then we are inviting some investors who are HNI investors, which are high net worth investors, wherein they are looking forward for 1 crore to above investment, and they also are looking forward for international brands to invest. And all this is done by us. And the best part is all our IFC partners who are coming as a partner are getting access to all the businesses what Franchise India does. So then you also work for international brands to get new investors for them in India. And our Front Global team is also helping us in terms of closing that deals for our IFC partners. So what is important from your side, what is expected from your side is, first is time. Because as a consulting company, we all have a product which is time. So if we are giving time, then we give you leads, we give you brands, we give you events, and we also give you support in terms of closing these deals. We come on the call, we brands come on the call, and then we help you out. So that is what the journey from starting, which is when you join, you are dependent. So this is the first journey, first platform when you start this IFC partnership. So you are dependent. We take you through to the next level, which is interdependent. So we give you training, we give you understanding about how to do this business, then you do it yourself half and half we also work, and we also help you, take you through. That is where you become interdependent. And then we further help you, further support you, and you go to the next stage, which is completely independent. So all my IFC partners who have joined 6 months back, 5 months back, and before that, they are completely independently working. Now, it is an independent role. You can start from your house. It's a work from home, and you go meet investors. And if you are in city where we have office, you bring him to the office. And later on, once you start growing, you also can start your own small office with maybe one person to start with who can do calling, and then you create your meetings and all. So that's what. And we also are traveling from head office to every city. We also have meetings with your investors, your brands, to help you to close. Events are already happening in all cities across. So we are inviting those investors also to that event, and then get the meeting done, wherein we also help you in terms of closing those deals. It can be investor side, it can be brand side. So next is proposed structure of an IFC. How IFC is working? What is the structure of this IFC program? How rewarding it is for you when you join, how you join, where you join, if at all you have any option. Is there any option to join at IFC Master? Is there any other option of joining at IFC Elite? Answer is no. There is no way we can join at any bigger stage. It is only and only IFC base level, wherein every partner will join, and we give all the support to you and make you to grow to the next level, which is IFC Elite. IFC Elite, when you touch base 15 lakh rupees revenue, total revenue, it is not about your payout, it's not about your percentage, it's about total gross revenue when you reach 15 lakh rupees. There are different products to it, which is very easy for someone to reach to 15 lakh, because it is a second stage. So when you give little more time, you grow from IFC to IFC Elite, which can be in 6 months, which can be in 5 months, but which can be in 2 months as well, which is not so difficult. So from IFC Elite, when you jump to the next stage, which is IFC Pro, would mean when you touch base 50 lakh revenue, or there are 30 deals also. 30 deals would mean when we do transactions, because we are into transaction business, we do deals, we sell franchises for all the brands, whether it's a big brand, whether it's a small brand, it's a startup. But if you do 30 deals or 50 lakh, whichever has happened earlier, you are going to become IFC Pro. Now, IFC Pro, there are different benefits, different payout structure as it is, which we can understand in the next slide. Then you still work, you are further, they are aggressively working, and you want to grow further, then IFC Master is waiting for you. Now, IFC Master is when you hit 1 crore rupees business. Overall, you touch 1 crore total revenue, but at the same time, we have not set any target for you. So you are open. You are open to decide how you want to grow, how fast you want to grow. All these stages are ready for you, or these stages are waiting for you. So the more time you be involved into this business, you will grow faster. That's why I said every partner is unique. Every partner has got his own challenges, and every partner has got his own opportunities as well. Which city you are joined from, and what is an opportunity of that city, that is also being discussed in our trainings, because every brand which is with us is looking forward for small cities, tier 2, tier 3 cities also to open franchise, because the bigger brand, which is their premium brands, they already have operations maybe in metros, but they want to go other cities. Now, see, if there is any brand which is from Delhi, wanted to open a franchise in Nasik, what is the way, what is the platform he is going to opt? There is nobody. Or he can go to newspaper advertisement, which is masses, which is only maybe 3-4 hour only time period wherein the newspaper can be there, but that's not the actual platform. So Franchise India have got network in Nasik. We have team in Nasik. What we will do, we will start inviting investors to the local event, which we organize in Nasik. All of my IFC partners are there. Why they will trust this IFC partner? Because he's local. He is from the local city. He can create relationship and he will talk about that I'm his city, I'm this, and I'm representing Franchise India. Then start building up the relationship with this local investors. Now, if you can see, after COVID or during COVID, there are millions of people who have lost their jobs, who were working in metro cities and have gone back to their hometowns, which is can be any city, which is tier 2, tier 3 cities, wherein job opportunities today are not so much there. What they will do, they will start investing and they will start thinking of starting some business, which can be maybe local brand, or which can be a national brand, or which can be a premium brand as well. But there is a complete hand-holding opportunity which is required to save him, to safeguard his investment, because it's all risky. You never know which brand to invest and what is their background, what is their profile, who is the brand owner, what network they have as of now. During COVID, what has happened with these brands, especially startups, there's a lot of brands who have shut their network. They have closed their franchisees. Franchisees have closed their businesses. So that is why we are into the third parameter, which we discuss is exit. We also help investors to exit out of his current business. Suppose if someone has taken a franchise of X brand earlier, now he don't want to continue, or because of any XYZ reason is not able to continue, we also will help him to get out of this business. That's what the exit third part of our business is. So that's another company of ours wherein our IFC partners are also open to work with. So they are also getting benefit out of this third type of business as well. So that is what IFC, IFC Elite, IFC Pro, IFC Master is there. How it is going to change the revenue structure, the payout structure for you, which is very, very important. So I'll take you through the next slide, wherein I would like to invite my colleague Arup, who can little more spend some time on this to make you understand these terminologies, products like IA, IS, BS, BD. These are 4 products, but please be there, understand it well. But I'm sure you must be having a lot of questions apart from this, because this is a one-way communication, but we'll understand broadly today. Later on, after this webinar, our team would be one-on-one having a call with you, understanding with you, and then give you complete format that how it is practically happening, and we'll take you through further journey. So we'll spend some time with you, then we will select. So there is a procedure, then there will be a very short call, introduction call with our chairman also. If it all goes well, we will be happy to partner with. So Arup, you can take it this slide, then I'll take the next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay. We have already talked about the career path growth. So as of now, we have a presence in 97 locations. So close to somewhat around 150 people are already onboarded with us. So irrespective of their experience, whether it is 20 years, 25 years, or 30 years of their experience, they come on board. They comes to a band called IFC. As you have seen in the previous slides, that there is a progressive growth from IFC to the next level, IFC Elite and Pro, and finally Masters. Now, how it is going to change in terms of my earning potential, which is a phenomenal result. Now, as we say that we are a service-oriented organization and we serve 2 communities. At one side, we serve the brands, and on the other side, we serve the investors. That means we are basically the interface or the connector between the investors and the brands, which are basically the demand and the supply. So we have the inventory of the brands listed to somewhat or close to 15,000 odd brands already under our portfolios. And on the other side, we have close to somewhat around 6.5 million investor database who are actually exploring for some business model in our website, which is www.franchiseindia.com, or whether it is in digital marketing campaigns or any website or any other events or exhibitions. So we qualify those leads and give it to you, to the consultants, which is 50 numbers committed as per our organization norms. Now, we have a couple of products. Now, wherever you see I, that means it is called investors. And wherever you see B, yes, the cursor is moving around. You can have a kind attention. I would like to have an undivided attention from all the ladies and gentlemen participating today. I can see some hands is raising also, Mr. Mohit and Mr. Nivas Kumar. So it's you can put it across your queries in the Q&A box. We will not be able to give you the access in terms of asking the question through audio. But of course, yes, you can put your questions on the Q&A box. We are going to address all those. So as the cursor was moving, so wherever you see I, that means it is from investor side. Wherever it is B, means we have the brands. As a consulting firm, we charge from both the parties, from the investor side also and also from the brand side. The investor side, we charge our consulting fees because, as Sanjay and everybody has said, that the biggest product or the biggest asset you have as a consultant is the time. So time is equal to money. So whatever you sell your time as a consulting. So as a consultant, that's why we are charging. So we have a product called IS from the investor side and a product called BS and BD from the brand side. Now I'm going to elaborate what is IA, IS, BS and BD by giving you a small examples, right? For example, per se, I am an investor. I'm looking for some business opportunity and I have explored the digital marketing campaign which has gone across in Google AdWords, which Franchise India has done. So I've shown my interest that I'm looking for some business opportunity. Let's take an example that my investment opportunity or appetite is around close to 15 lakhs, right? Now, it has been qualified because the multiple calls has been given to me by the backend teams to ensure that the quality measures is happening. And then I have been qualified and verified and has been assigned to a consultant like you. Now you are a consultant of Franchise India. So once you approach me, do the profiling check, create my portfolio, and after that you do the need analysis. Now everything is you are going to do it, but you ask me to register first because I am not a registered member in the platform of Franchise India. So what you will ask me to register by paying the registration fees. So what we do, we charge 80,000 rupees from the investors up to investment value of 50 lakhs. I'm giving you an example, up to 50 lakhs investment opportunity, 50. We as a consulting company, as Franchise India, we charge from the investor 80,000 rupees. But these 80,000 rupees, we don't charge at one go. We charge it at two sets. First of all, you as a consultant ask me to register by paying 30,000 rupees. These are all the figures which I'm quoting. These are all excluding tax, GST. So you ask me to register first by paying 30,000 rupees. That registration fees in our terminology, we call as investor acquisition. That means you are acquiring the investor first. That means investor advantage. The product name is called investor advantage. In short, it is mentioned as IA. So once I pay 30,000 rupees, then that means you are going to create my portfolio. You are going to give me the knowledge, evaluation, post-evaluation. You are giving me the informations about brands, about industry, 3-4 industry options. Then finally, I said that I am going for an industry like, say, pharmacy. Right? So pharmacy business or franchisee of pharmacy comes at an investment opportunity of say 12 to 13 lakhs, which includes the price components of franchise fees. Number 2 is the cost of the inventory, the stocks. Third is the space, the rental, and fourth is the manpower, etc., interior, everything. Now let's take an example. Out of the 12 lakhs, franchise fees comes to 5 lakhs rupees, right? So once you do all these evaluation, then you help me to finalize the industry. I have finalized the industry is pharmacy, pharmaceuticals, and the brand. Now you will dig out which are the brands are listed with Franchise India. It is say Apollo Pharmacy, it can be Pharmacy, it can be Sanjeevani, Frank Cross, etc. Now I said that I'll go for a brand called Apollo Pharmacy. So what you will do, you will connect me with the brand. In this case, the brand will take it forward to close the deal. So that means you are helping me to connect with the brand owners or the representatives who is representing that brand. So now I finalized, the agreement got signed that yes, I am going to open the pharmacy franchisee and I'm going to pay the 5 lakhs rupees right now to the brand, which is my franchise fees through Franchise India, because Franchise India is the intermediate to who is actually helping me to do these transactions. So I'm going to pay that 5 lakhs rupees. Now, please note, each and every brand has a tie-up with Franchise India in terms of MOU or the agreement when we onboard that brand. And it says that whatever the franchise fees the brand charge from the investors through Franchise India transactions, Franchise India will get 30 to 40%, even 50%. It all depends on our negotiation when we onboard the brand. So 30 to 40% is the fees which Franchise India get out of that franchise fees. Now here, the franchise fees has been paid by me as an investor to the brand, which is 5 lakhs. Franchise India will get the share of 2 lakhs rupees, which is, say, if it is 40%. If it is mentioned as 40% in the agreement, that 40% becomes 2 lakhs rupees, which brand will pay to Franchise India. That is my second product called BS, brand services fee. because I'm selling the unit of franchise unit of brand. So I'm going to get, Franchise India is eligible to get a payout of 2 lakhs rupees as a brokerage, if you say. Now finally, that balance amount of 50,000 rupees, which investor is supposed to pay after the deal. Yes, investor is going to pay me, pay that to Franchise India, which is my third product called IS, which is called investor servicing fee, because the investor has got all kind of supports from the company in doing this deal from Franchise India, right? So that 80,000, that 50,000 will come. So what is the sum total of the revenue earned by Franchise India? Revenue number one is IA, investor advantage, which is 30,000 rupees. Revenue number two is BS, which is brand service fee, which is 2 lakhs rupees, and finally IS as 50,000 rupees. So sum total is 2,80,000 is the revenue earned by Franchise India for these entire transaction. Now you as a consultant, you are going to get a share of 40% on a payout, 40% payout of 2,80,000, which comes to 1,12,000 rupees. Now please note that this BS amount varies from industry to industry, and also from ticket size also. Now, on a ticket size of say 12-13 lakhs, you get we get as low as 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs rupees as our service fee from the brand, and also it goes as high as 30-35 lakhs on a scale of say 10 crores kind of investment opportunity. Right now, my last product comes to BD, which calls brand development or a business development. That IA, ISBS is the transactional part. Now, BD is all about consulting. Any brand, suppose you are from a place called Nashik, sitting at here corporate office at Delhi, I and my superior Sanjay ji and everybody will not be able to know which brand is actually looking for an expansion. Chahe wo bada pav bech raha hai, or maybe misal pav bech raha, or any products or the services they are into. But you as a consultant know, because you are there in the market, you have your own credibility. You know that market, which brand is actually going to grow in terms of expansions. They are planning for an expansion. You can refer that brand. So not only restricted to Nashik location of yours, it can be across anywhere. So you can refer that brand. What we do, we study that brand, we do the valuation, we do market intelligence, analytics in developing that brand with this module called franchise development program. So we talks about all kind of fields in terms of strategy, marketing, legal, licensing, franchising, everything. We make it as a ready-made program with our sister consult company called Franco, which is there with us, which is a US-based company. It's a Chicago-based company, 50 years old company in terms of franchise consulting. So they are the specialists who design the entire blueprint of the brand. Now, that once during these course of actions, once we onboard that brand, we charge one fees, which is a one-time engagement fees, which can be for 1 year, 2 years, depending upon our negotiation and agreement. So that fees we charge, which is a one-time fees, which can be as low as maybe 8-10 lakhs rupees, and can go up to maximum 30-35 lakhs rupees. Now let's take an example that you have referred to one brand, and we have taken 10 lakhs rupees as our engagement fees, onboarding fees. You as a consultant, you are going to get flat 20% of that. Right, there is no restriction or limitation that you need to refer 1 or 2, 3 brands. So this is how the structure is. Leads, of course, as per the commitment, as per the agreement from the company side, you are authorized to get 50 leads per month. These are qualified leads you will be getting. At IFC band, you are also authorized to get 1 credentials, official credential in terms of email ID and the CRM ID you are going to get. In the previous slide, you saw that once it all depends on my speed, my passion, my a fast track, and how fast I'm going to achieve the next level. By delivering 15 lakhs gross revenue, I get upgraded myself to next level, which is called a IFC Elite. So once you do 15 lakhs, it can be say 15 days, 30 days, 6 months, maximum 1 year, within the 1 year window. Then you get upgraded to IFC Elite, and your payout structure on these 3 products, IA, IS, BS, will increase from 40% to 50%. Similarly, on a delivery of 50 lakhs gross revenue within a span of 1 year, you become IFC Pro, and your payout structure will increase to 60% on these products. And finally, at the apex level, on a delivery of 1 crore, you become IFC Masters, and your payout structure will increase from 60% to 70%. That means, once you start at an IFC band, you starts with 40% payout. You walk away with 40% payout on all these 3 products on a transactional, on while doing the deals, selling 1 brands or franchise of brands. But as you grow, there is as you grow in the system, there is an incremental of 10% payout which goes up. But on brand development or business development, you get a flat 20% because you are referring the brand. The rest, everything will be done by the company. How it is also going to benefit you in terms of the leads? Of course, yes, there will be lead flow of additional 25% extra as you will grow in the systems, right? There will be a daily flow of the leads to your CRM ID, which is an online lead management systems, maybe on a tune of 3-4 numbers on a daily basis. So at the end of a month, you may get maybe almost 100 also, but 50 is the commitment. And how it is going to benefit you in terms of technologically, as you grow in the system, you would like to have more and more hands in this in the business who are going to help you to run your business. It can be your family members, can be spouse, maybe brothers, sisters, or you would like to appoint some executive or a telecaller to run your business. So in that case, we are going to help you additionally or technologically by giving you additional CRM ID and email ID, which is a cost to the company, but we are not going to charge you. Now, what else apart from this revenue sharing model, which is phenomenal in comparing to any industries, whether it is FMCG or consumer durable or real estate or even in financial services, which the bracket starts from 5% in terms of the payout to the distributors or partners and goes up to maximum 20%. But here you starts with 40% and goes up to 70%. It's a huge. Apart from this, you are also eligible to get up cash incentives from the brand side also. Like for example, in January, February, March, we have more than 100 brands who have launched a cash incentives. Brands like Bata, Akai, brands like Parmizi, a lot of other brands are there who have launched an incentive scheme, which can be as low as 1 lakh rupees and can go up to 2-3 lakhs rupees. Those are additional payout which you are going to get. So that is in terms of the payout structure. What else? You get rewards and recognition packages there in terms of convention. So every quarter there's a foreign trip on achievement of against certain benchmark which will be given to you. You go for a foreign trip like the destination like Thailand, Europe trip, UAE, Dubai, and all those places. So a lot of action is there in the entire package in terms of low investment but highly rewarding. You can understand the potential is phenomenal, humongous, and earning is sky's the limit, right? Sky's the limit. So this is what from my side. Okay, next over to you.
Great, thank you. I think this is what we are talking about, the parameters of each stage, IFC Elite, IFC Pro, IFC Master. But please do consider the business what we are into. Franchising is ultimately the final and the viable business model for every individual and entrepreneur. Now, understand, I was talking about people who have shifted to their hometowns, people, millions of NRIs who are in India. They have a lot of money, but where to invest? They have no idea. They have no idea which business is suitable for them. They have no idea about the location, about the brands, about the way of doing it. So what they need a 100% hand-holding. They need an advisor. They need somebody who is experienced in this person, would take him through this journey and would get a right business opportunity for him. And then you can understand it is not going to be 20 lakh, 30 lakh rupees an investment. So they are looking for 1 crore and above. That's a bigger investment. In 1 crore, one of the investment, if I'm just giving an example, last Sunday, I was in Bangalore and we had one event there wherein we have invited our IFC partners to be there. One of my IFC partners who is just 1 month old, he was there with me. I was just giving him training and all. I said, let's have this investor who is coming inside. You just have a discussion and get him to me. So we had a discussion with him in this investor, and we came to know that he's looking forward for 1 crore to 3 crore rupees opportunity, and he wanted to invest in a brand, but he don't know where to invest. So we have an advisory service, which is business advisory, which we called IA technically, which is investor acquisition, that we register the investor first with us. So we have taken some 30-35 minutes we have made him understand how Franchise India is working, what is our methodology of working. And then we have closed him for this IA, which is a bigger IA. IA starts from 30,000, 25, 30,000 rupees, but we close him for 1 lakh rupees, which is my onboarding fees for an investor who is having 1 crore to 3 crore rupees investment. Then we have taken 1 lakh rupees, which is upfront. And now he is going to pay us 2 lakh rupees again for just getting a business for him. It may take 10 days, it may take 20 days, it may take 30 days, but we have to select a right opportunity which is fitting in his requirement. So what we get, 2 lakh rupees again from the same investor once we sign in business for him, once we sign in LOI for him. So would mean, so from investor only, there's a 3 lakh rupees which we have got. And now any business which we will select for him would be around 1 crore to 3 crore. So that would mean Franchise India BS success fees, brand success fees would be somewhere around 10 lakh to 15 lakh rupees. Again, he gets 40% of that 1 lakh, 40% of 1.2 lakh rupees, which is success and IS fees, and then 40% of this 10 lakh rupees also, which is there as a BS fees. So please understand from that perspective, or you calculate even 25,000 rupees from one investor and calculate it on 10, because every month we have an opportunity to interact with many investors. So for example, you do 10 interactions, you do 10 investor acquisitions, a very small amount, which is 25,000. When you do 25,000 rupees, a registration from one investor, so calculate it at 10. So every month you repeat the same task and you repeat the same work, because every month we have investors interactions, we get investors on board. So if you are doing 10 investor acquisitions of 25,000, which is going to be 2.5 lakh rupees from investor side only onboarding. But what will happen? Business will be booked in your name and that plate only. So when you do investor acquisition would mean your deal is confirmed. He will buy through you because he is now engaged with you. You have already done investor registration. He has paid for it. Now he earlier was talking about maybe 6 months to take, but now he's going to sign in 1 month only because he has paid for it. His skin is involved. Now he'll be very aggressively following you and would get business as soon as fast as he wants. So now you talk about 10, so it's 2.5 lakh. So these will pay you minimum of 50,000 rupees each investor will pay you as a success IS fees, investor success fees, investor servicing fees. Now, as I said, if it is as low as 20 lakh rupees with starting, up to 20 lakh rupees investment from the investor, you get 50,000 rupees as investor service fees. So if I'm talking about the minimum, which is 50,000 into 10, which becomes again 5 lakh rupees. So 5 lakh rupees, again, you take 40% of this. And for sure, all these 10 investors will buy a business from your side. That becomes BS fees. Now understand, if at all you are selling a franchisee to him, which has got on an average success fees, which are success fees is 2 lakh rupees. Somewhere we have 5 lakh, somewhere we have 10 lakh. In some cases, we have 1 lakh rupees also. But if you take average of 2 lakh rupees as a success fees of Franchise India, which becomes brand servicing fees, 2 lakh rupees. So it becomes 10 into 2, 20 lakh rupees again. Now, what is your share is 40% again. Now understand, 40% of 2.5 lakh, 40% of 5 lakh, and 40% of 20 lakh rupees. It is just 1 month. So every month when you repeat, you build your pipeline, you build your structure of investors who are registered with you, and it's a sure shot deal. They will look forward for buying through you. So then you will immediately go for, and then fourth product, as we said, it is BD, it is brand on board, and our lot of IFC partners are BD specialists now. Some are IE specialists, some are BD specialists, because they know if I'm reaching out, doing some prospecting and searching some brands which are looking forward for expansions, they are looking forward for building up their network, and Franchise India is the only platform. Whether you do prospecting, otherwise they will reach us directly. So when you are in the city, you can reach out, and there is no area specific. Geographically, you are not bound to do in Nashik only. If you are Nashik from, you can do anywhere. So any brand can be any city. You can do, you can just only get that reference, and we will arrange the call, we will arrange the presentation, we'll arrange the proposal, we'll arrange everything, and the closure also we get to do. So suppose onboarding fees is, which is 5 lakh to 25 lakh rupees. So starting is 5 lakh. So if you will get 5 lakh rupees, you get 20% of this. So it's 1 lakh rupees, which is straight away coming to you just by becoming the person who is getting this reference. So only reference. So in this area, everything is going to be done by us. And if you are building up and reaching out to 15 lakh rupees in month, 2 month, 3 month, and then going to next stage, then going to next stage, it is giving you percentage wise, if you see hike. And if you reach 70%, we get 30%, you get 70%. Suppose 10 lakh rupee business is done, you get 7 lakh, we get 3 lakh. We still continue giving you leads, brands, events, all sport. No investment from further your side. There is no marketing side of investment. Nothing is to be done by your side on each stage. So what is going to take you to become the IFC partner, to become the licensed partner of Franchise India? Apart from time, there is a enrollment fee. There is a license fees is about 4.5 lakh plus GST. That's only one time. We are giving you 3 plus 3 year agreement. So you are now with us as a partner for 6 years, but there is no renewal fee after that also. So it's only one time license fees, which we will discuss with you in length, how it is going to be recovered soon, how you can become highly rewarding in this business, and how you can still continue. And it is an investment which is very, very low, because we are selling thousands of franchisees across. You won't find any opportunity, any franchisee which is as low as Franchise India opportunity. So if you are becoming a partner of an established brand like Franchise India, so you have a license fees, brand fee, that's to be paid once only. It's one time. Rest all life, it is free, and you are getting all sport from our side. So we'll talk on this and further more on revenue model, again one-on-one. So that will be done, because in the interest of time, we have exceeded our time today. So we would like to thanks to each and everyone who have joined us, given us time, and to understand this business model. But further, we have one-on-one interactions with you soon after here, and then we will see who is there, who is looking forward to be passionate about this business consulting business and become partner of Franchise India. So from our side, thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for your time. We will connect with you very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.